Shout out to the nation out there. It's your girl Deanna Diaz, business coach and entrepreneur. And today I'm going to give you part 2 of how to start a business. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and watch part 1 because you're going to need that before you come to this, which is part 2. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, number 1, the first thing you're going to want to do is create an SOP. An SOP stands for Standard Operating Procedures. All a SOP is a set of instructions, step by step, of how your company is going to run. What's going to happen if there's a customer complaint? What's going to happen if you get audited? Any types of emergencies or things like that. It helps eliminate the miscommunication between you and your team if you do have employees or things like that. And also make sure that you're running efficiently, effectively, ethically, morally, and lawfully. If you would like a template or me having a short class about how to write your SOP, please let me know and I will get that taken care of for you. All right, number 2, and I talk about this a considerable amount, is a business plan. You're gonna need a business plan, y'all. You need a business plan. I have templates of this already on my website, ready to go for you. You can also book a call with me, or you can also wait for my course that was supposed to come out. Don't beat me up, y'all. But you're going to need that business plan, all right? Business plan. Business plan. You're going to need it. I cannot stress this enough. It is not outdated. You're going to need a business plan. All right, number 3, what you're going to need is a marketing plan, which is also known as a marketing strategy. Now, this is and can be part of your business plan, but it's going to be an overall section, not really going into detail and explaining. But in your marketing plan, how you're going to do this is come up with your marketing tactics on how you're going to market. Now, word gets used so much. How you're going to market to your target audience. It's also going to have target audience is going to have your customer avatar or your customer profile of who you're actually going to be talking to, because you're not talking to everybody. It's important that you narrow down exactly who you're talking to so that you know how you're going to make yourself. More on that later. But it's going to include social media strategies, any street teaming, any in-person events, things like that, exactly how you're going to market, how to compose ads for social media, things like that. They're all across the board. Google AdWords, you name it, that's how you're going to do it, okay? But don't get overwhelmed in this section. It's good, especially when you're starting out, it's good to go ahead and take at least a little bit up to 10 strategies and test those out and analyze their results, and then go back and test out some more, redo the ones that work, test out different seasons and things like that there. So you're going to need your marketing plan. All right, number 4, you're going to pick a business name. Yay! We finally made it, right? So with picking a business name, a lot of people like to use their name. Like, for example, me, I have Dorisa Industries LLC. Dorisa is actually my middle name. My website's called deannadiaz.com. My clothing store is called Bangles. It's actually a twist on the word bangle, the bracelet. Copywritten, don't play me. Also, my press on nail business is called Press on Posse. So you want to go ahead and be creative with the name. Unless you're using your actual real name, I highly suggest that you use something that can be kind of catchy, but not overdoing it. Not too many letters, not too long, not something that somebody can't connect to. Like, if I'm selling and manufacturing red wagons, I might want to say Red Flyer Manufacturing. Or if I'm selling couches, Love Seat Express. I don't know, anything like that. You know what I mean? Something that is remotely close to what you're doing in your business if you're not using your name. So don't rush this process. It's good to consult with some friends or, some people that are associated in your industry. Ask them, I came up with these names. What do you think? Just brainstorm and things like that. And don't be afraid to send me an email and say, hey, Deanna, what do you think about this? And I would love to respond to you or whatever. So, but yeah, your business name. All right, number 5, you're going to go ahead and establish your digital footprint. Of course, that means your Instagram business pages, your Facebook business pages, things like that there. But you're also going to want to create your Google profile. So you're going to want to create your LinkedIn profile as well. And the reason why I'm saying create those type of profiles is because that's where you're going to establish yourself as a professional representing your brand. You're going to talk about being a business owner, talk about being in business and things like that there. And that's where other people can see you and gain knowledge from you, gain expertise from you, and you don't even know it. And then that will create more awareness on your brand. So you want to make sure that you're going to create those other profile pages as well. You also want to go on Reddit, Quorn, I think I'm saying that right, but Reddit is a really good one. A lot of people sleep on Reddit. I love Reddit. So don't forget, get on all of them, okay? And you want to be involved and interactive in Facebook groups. There's a couple of my videos where I talk about being in Facebook groups and how it can benefit you as a business owner. So that's how you want to create your digital footprint. Number 6, you're going to create and curate your content. Remember in part 1 where I talk about take all these pictures, get videos and stuff of the people who tested out your product and things like that. That's when all this is going to come into play. All right, it's going to be put into the works. So you're going to go ahead and get your phone and pull out that editing app and go ahead and doctor it up, make it look real good. Use your brand colors and things like that, and put it up on your website, your social media outlets, things like that. This is where it all makes sense and it all ties in. This is your content, all right? All the information that you learned, that you taught yourself about your industry, you want to throw that up there as well. You're going to go ahead and get in front of the camera. And if you're not following me on Instagram, I'll talk a little bit about the behind the scenes, things like that there. So, but this is where you're going to go ahead and tie all that in, curate and create your content. Number 7, you're going to network and get a mentor. Network and get a mentor. Network and get a mentor. All right, so don't have one of those crabs stuck in a barrel mentalities because it's only going to hurt you in the long run. Go ahead out there and network with people outside of your industry, because you may be able to cross promote between you and somebody else, and you'll be doing them a favor as well as they'll be doing you a favor. All right, make sure you network. Go to those networking events. Go to any type of event. The world is opening up right now, so you don't have to hide behind your computer screen or your phone screen anymore. You can actually go out and talk to people. Just be safe. Actually go out and talk to people and meet people, and you'll further your brand's reach that way. All right, just remember, when you network, it's never about you. Never about you. Networking is about how you could come together with somebody else to do something for them. At least that's how I've done it anyway, and it seemed to work for my benefit. But take yourself out of it and make sure you put it all on them, how you can do for them. Don't sell to them, none of that. It's about a partnership, meeting new people, expanding your reach, and all those good things right there. And getting a mentor, you can officially go get a mentor. Like, you can go and put hands on somebody and say, hey, I would love for you to be my mentor. You can do that. You can have a mentor for somebody that you already know. There's a few people that I know personally that I look up to, and some of them know they're my mentor and some of them don't. And speaking about how some of them don't, I have a few unofficial mentors, Master P being one of them, Dame Dash being one of them. Those are my unofficial mentors, all right? And I look at their content all the time. And Rick Ross might be my next unofficial mentor. I just bought his audiobook, so I look forward to listening to it. So those are like 3 different types of mentors that you can have. They're successful for a reason. A lot of the times they already told you what mistakes that they made. Learn from their mistakes, all right? Make sure you get yourself a mentor, official or unofficial. It's very good and beneficial for you that you have one. Trust me. Number 8, you want to make sure that you stay or keep the habit of always being a student. You will never know everything. Things change all the time. Sometimes they come back around, but for the most part, everything is always going to be in constant moving. Everything's going to be updated and things like that there. Don't ever think that you've learned all there is for you to learn about your industry. I talk about starting a business. I love talking about business, how it works, how things operate, what goes on behind the scenes, what goes on in front of the scenes. You know, that's just my thing. Business. I love the art of business. And I always find books about how to start a business, things like that there. And I was reading this one book, How to Start a Business, by Black Enterprise. And one of my best friends was like, don't you run businesses? Don't you know? I said, yes, but there's always more. There's always more. And I love finding more. I love knowing more because they're written by so many different people. So you get so many different perspectives out of my traditional way of thinking. So always remember that you're always a student. Don't get hemmed up thinking you know everything, because I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't. Don't be shamed. Keep learning all that you can and apply what you can, when it's appropriate. Number 9 is thinking about how you're going to fund your business. What kind of this money, this Skrilla, this cheese, how are you going to fund your business? Where's it going to come from? Is it going to come from a personal loan? Is it going to come from a business loan? Is it going to come from your own finances? Is it going to come from friends and family helping you out? You know, do you gotta host car washes to do, you know what I mean? You gotta think about how you're going to fund your business until your business can fund itself. There is no shame in not being able to take out a loan. There's no shame in it at all. If you're just starting out, that is some things to think about, how you're going to fund your business. If it's not something that you can start in the basement or in the kitchen or in one of your back rooms at the house or anything like that. If it's something that's going to take a lot of outside pieces to move, to create, and you're going to need that money, you want to make sure that you sit down and think long and hard about how you're going to fund your project, your business, okay? Now, I got a little secret for you, just in case you didn't guess. There's going to be a part 3. In this part 2 video, I want you to write down below, how do you feel about this part 2 video? Is there any questions that you have about anything that I've covered in this video? Please go ahead and drop it down below. Make sure that you check out my website. I have a couple checklists on there from previous videos explaining it. I also am building a community on there. And also, I have a Facebook group. So if you would like to join my Facebook group where I put hands on, things like that, I have like some live trainings and things like that. My Facebook group is called D Nation. It stands for Doers Reaching Their Destination as a Nation. How do you get all of that out of D Nation, right? But that's what it stands for, Doers Reaching Their Destination as a Nation. D Nation. So if you want to join D Nation, go ahead and leave it down below. Leave your email or just send me an email and say, hey, or better yet, click the link in the description bar and I got you. Thank you so much, and shout out to my daughter for letting me record this video. And I will spirit for a second. Thought she was gonna come in here momming me to death. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out DeannaDiaz.com. Make sure you hit me up if you have any type of questions whatsoever. And thank you so much for tuning in. See you guys next time for part